Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of knowledge sharing. For today, we are looking at this question. It says evaluate 4 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x plus 2 equals to minus 3. So from here, we are going to solve for the value of x from this equation. We are given 4 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x plus 2 equals to minus 3. We can turn this to become the same base. This can be written as 2 to the power of 2 all to the power of x minus 2 to the power of 2x plus 2 equals to minus 3. We also recall that the laws of indices that says that, say note, when we have a to the power of x plus c is same thing as a to the power of x times a to the power of c. Each of them will take the same base. So we can simplify this, or we can illustrate this in this method. So this can become 2 to the power of 2 all to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x times 2 to the power of 2 equals to minus 3. So doing, we also recall that, say note, when we have a to the power of m all to the power of n can be written as a to the power of mn, or we can have a to the power of n all to the power of m. We can interchange the power. All means the same thing. So this, we can rewrite this as 2 to the power of x all to the power of 2 minus 2 to the power of x times 2 to the power of 2 equals to minus 3. So doing, we have 2 to the power of x here and 2 to the power of x here. So we can say let 2 to the power of x equals to y. So this can be written as y to the power of 2 minus y times 2 to the power of 2 equals to minus 3. 2 to the power of 2 is 4. We can write this as y to the power of 2 minus, this is y times 4. We can transpose this into this other side, it becomes plus 3 equals to 4. Or we can also rewrite this as, this can be written as minus, since 2 to the power of 2 is 4, we have 4 times y, which is 4y. Transposing minus 3 to this other side becomes plus 3 equals to 0. And we have this as a quadratic equation. So we can solve that using different methods in solving quadratic equation for us to derive for the value of y, where we have y to the power of 2 minus 4y plus 3 equals to 0. We can use a quadratic formula for us to find. Also, we can use factorization method for us to find the value of y. But in this case, we are going to use a factorization method for us to find the value of y. In this method, we multiply 3 by y to the power of 2, where it will give us 3y to the power of 2. So we have two factors. Find two factors of 3. When we add or subtract, will give us minus 4y. So in this case, we have minus 1 and minus 3. So we have y here and y here. When we add minus 1y minus 3y will give us minus 4y. So in this case, we are going to substitute this in the place of minus 4y. So we have y to the power of 2 minus y. In this case, we are going to write y, not 1y. Then we have minus 3y plus 3 equals to 0. So we have y here and we have y here. They are common. We have factored it out. So we have y into dividing y to the power of 2 by y, give us y. Then dividing y by y will give us minus 1. Then here we have 3 here and we have 3 here. We take 3. So here will be minus 3. Dividing minus 3y by minus 3 will give us y. Then dividing 3 by minus 3 will give us minus 1. All equals to 0. We have two parentheses here, which is identical. We use that one to factor it out. So here, we take the first one, which is y minus 1. Then dividing the whole of here by y minus 1 will give us y. Dividing the whole of here by y minus 1 will give us minus 3. All equals to 0. So the two parentheses, it is either the first one equals to 0 or the second one equals to 0. Setting that we have y minus 1 equals to 0, or we have y minus 3 equals to 0. So the first one will be y, when transposing minus 1 to this other side, it will become 1. And also we have y transposing minus 3 to this other side, it becomes 3. So it is y equals to 1 or y equals to 3. And here we are not looking for the value of y, rather we are looking for the value of x. So we recall, we said 2 to the power of x equals to y. Then let's set at y equals to 1. So here we have 2 to the power of x equals to 1 when y equals to 1. And also we recall that said, note, anything in law of indices that we have, assuming we have a to the power of 0 equals to 1. Anything raised to the power of 0 equals to 1. So in this case, this 1 can be written as 2 to the power of 2. Why we choose 2? Because we have 2 here. We want to make it the same base so that we will be able to equate the powers. So now we have 2 to the power of x equals to 2 to the power of 0. In that case, our value of x here will be equals to 0. So this is the first value of x, which is equals to 0, because x here is equals to 0 because we equate the power, because the base are the same. So that is the first value of x that we have. So the second value of x that we have that will give us our value of x, as we said, x2 to the power of x equals to y at y equals to 3. That is the second value of y. Y equals to 3. So in this case, 2 to the power of x equals to 3. Here we have different base. There's no how we'll be able to solve this since we have different base. So in this case, we need to introduce log to both sides. So this will become, we say, apply log to both sides. So this will become log 2 to the power of x equals to log 3. We recall, say note, when we have log a to the power of x, the same thing as x log a. So we are going to express this in this format. So this will become x log 2 equals to log 3. So for us to find the value of x in this equation, we need to divide both sides by log 2. This will become x log 2 all over log 2 equals to log 3 all over log 2. Log 2 will cancel here and log 2 will cancel here. We are now left with this. So the value of x will be equals to log 3 all over log 2. So in this case, we also recall, say note, when we have log a all over log b is same thing as log a base b. This is change of base method that we are going to use. So we are going to express this in this format. Therefore, the value of x equals to log 3 base 2. This is the x2 that we have. This is the value of x2 that we have, log 3 base 2. The x1 that we have was 0. We can do a little check for us to see whether each of this value of x will satisfy this equation when we substitute the x into where we have the value of x in that equation. Before we do that, we need to clean this before we continue. So here we say we need to carry out check for us to see at x1 equals to 0. So in this case, we have 4 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x plus 2 equals to minus 3. When substituting the value of x in this equation, x1 will be 4 to the power of 0 minus 2 to the power of 0 plus 2 equals, will this equals to minus 3? We recall that we said a to the power of 0 is 1. Anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. Therefore, 4 to the power of 0 is 1. Then we have minus. Here can be expressed as 2 to the power of 0 times 2 to the power of 2. Will this equals to minus 3? So in this case, we have 1 here minus 2 to the power of 0 is 1 times 2 to the power of 2 is 4. This is multiplication. Will this equals to minus 3? So we have here 1 minus 1 times 4 is 4. Will this equals to minus 3? 1 minus 4 is minus 3 equals to minus 3. What we have here is what we have here. Therefore, x equals to 0 satisfy this expression. Let's look at the second part where our x equals to log 3 base 2. So we still have the equation here. 4 to the power of x. In this case, our x is log 3 base 2. We have minus 2. We have log 3 base 2 plus 2. Will this equals to minus 3? So in this case, we can rewrite this as 2 to the power of 2 log 3 base 2 minus 2 to the power of log 3 base 2 plus 2. Will this equals to minus 3? In this case, this can go to the power of 3. So this can be written as 2 to the power of log 3 to the power of 2 base 2 minus 2 log 3 base 2. This can also be written as times 2 to the power of 2. Will this equals to minus 3? So in this case, we recall, say note, when we have a to the power of log b base a is the same thing as b. So what we are going to do now is for us to express this in this format. So we have 2 here and we have 2 here. We have a here, we have a here. Therefore, the whole of here will become 3 to the power of 2. Then we have minus, then we have 2 here, we have 2 here. So the whole of here will become 3. Then times 2 to the power of 2. Will this equals to minus 3? 3 to the power of 2 is 9. Minus, we have here 3 times 2 to the power of 2, which is 4. 3 times 4 will become 12. Will this equals to minus 3? We all know that 9 minus 12 becomes minus 3 equals to minus 3. What we have here is what we have here. Therefore, our value of x, which is log 3 base 2, satisfy this expression. These are the method and the simple step that we use for us to find the value of x in this equation. If you know other methods that we can use for us to arrive at the correct answer, let us know in our comment section. But subscribe and follow our Facebook page, comment and share our video for more interesting topics. Thank you.